Become emotionally strong. 19 ways to control your emotions. Introduction. Emotions are powerful. They can uplift you to great heights or drag you into deep despair. The difference lies in how well you control them. Emotional strength is not about suppressing feelings, but mastering them. Understanding your emotions, responding thoughtfully instead of impulsively, and maintaining balance even in challenging situations. In today's fast-paced world, stress, anxiety, and emotional overwhelm have become common struggles. Many people find themselves at the mercy of their emotions, reacting out of anger, fear, or frustration without realizing that they have the power to take control. But what if you could learn to stay calm under pressure, handle criticism with grace, and transform negative thoughts into empowering ones? This book is designed to give you the tools to do just that. Through 19 powerful strategies, you will discover how to build resilience, develop emotional intelligence, and gain the mental toughness needed to navigate life's challenges with confidence. You will learn practical techniques for managing stress, overcoming fear, setting emotional boundaries, and shifting your mindset toward positivity and inner strength. Emotional mastery is not an overnight achievement. It is a skill that requires consistent practice. However, by implementing the lessons in this book, you will gradually develop the ability to stay in control of your emotions, rather than letting them control you. Are you ready to transform your handling of emotions and become emotionally unshakable? Let's begin your journey to emotional strength. Chapter 1. Understanding emotional strength. Emotional strength is the foundation of a stable and fulfilling life. It is the ability to manage your emotions effectively, stay composed under pressure, and bounce back from challenges without being overwhelmed. Many people mistake emotional strength for suppressing emotions. But true strength lies in acknowledging your feelings, understanding their source, and responding in a way that serves you rather than harms you. When you master your emotions, you gain control over your actions, decisions, and overall well-being. One of the key aspects of emotional strength is self-regulation. People who struggle with emotional control often react impulsively, allowing their emotions to dictate their behavior. This can lead to unnecessary conflicts, poor decision-making, and regret. Emotionally strong individuals, on the other hand, pause before reacting. They assess situations objectively and choose responses that align with their long-term goals rather than their momentary feelings. Developing this skill requires practice. But the benefits: greater peace of mind, improved relationships, and enhanced mental clarity are well worth the effort. Resilience is another critical component of emotional strength. Life is unpredictable, and everyone faces setbacks, disappointments, and failures. However, emotionally strong people do not let these experiences break them. Instead, they view challenges as opportunities to grow. They learn from their struggles, adapt to change, and maintain an optimistic outlook. This resilience allows them to move forward with confidence rather than being paralyzed by fear or self-doubt. Cultivating resilience involves shifting your mindset, focusing on solutions rather than problems, and trusting that you have the inner strength to overcome any obstacle. Another vital element of emotional strength is the ability to manage stress. Stress is a natural part of life, but how you handle it determines its impact on you. People with low emotional strength often let stress consume them, leading to anxiety, burnout, and health issues. In contrast, emotionally strong individuals develop healthy coping mechanisms such as mindfulness, exercise, deep breathing, and time management. These practices help them maintain a sense of control even in high-pressure situations. By proactively managing stress, you can prevent it from overwhelming your emotions and disrupting your peace of mind. Ultimately, emotional strength is about taking responsibility for your emotions rather than letting them control you. It requires self-awareness, discipline, and a commitment to personal growth. The good news is that emotional strength is a skill that can be developed over time. By practicing emotional regulation, building resilience, and managing stress effectively, you can create a life of inner stability and confidence. As you continue through this book, you will learn practical techniques to strengthen your emotional foundation and take charge of your mental and emotional well-being. Chapter 2. The Power of Self-Awareness. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional strength. It is the ability to recognize and understand your emotions, thoughts, and behaviors in real time. Without self-awareness, emotions can control your actions, leading to impulsive decisions, unnecessary conflicts, and regret. By becoming aware of your emotional triggers, patterns, and reactions, you gain the power to pause, reflect, and choose how you respond. This ability to observe yourself without judgment is the first step toward mastering your emotions and creating a more balanced, fulfilling life. One of the key benefits of self-awareness is improved emotional regulation. When you understand what triggers your anger, frustration, or anxiety, you can take proactive steps to manage these emotions before they spiral out of control. For example, if you recognize that criticism makes you defensive, you can train yourself to pause, breathe, and respond with curiosity rather than immediate resistance. Self-awareness allows you to shift from reactive to intentional behavior, leading to better communication, healthier relationships, and greater self-control. Developing self-awareness requires deep reflection and a willingness to observe yourself honestly. One effective method is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and emotions each day helps you identify patterns in your behavior and emotional responses. Another powerful practice is mindfulness, which involves paying full attention to your present thoughts and feelings without judgment. By consistently engaging in these practices, you become more in tune with your inner world, making it easier to navigate emotions with clarity and confidence. Another crucial aspect of self-awareness is understanding how your emotions influence your decisions. Many people make choices based on temporary feelings rather than long-term logic. For instance, acting out of frustration might lead to saying something hurtful, while making decisions out of fear can prevent you from taking necessary risks. When you develop self-awareness, you learn to recognize when emotions are clouding your judgment and pause before reacting. This ability to separate emotion from action leads to better decision-making and greater personal growth. Ultimately, self-awareness is a lifelong skill that strengthens every aspect of your life. The more you understand yourself, the more control you have over your emotions, behaviors, and reactions. It empowers you to take responsibility for your actions, build emotional resilience, and create meaningful change in your life. By making self-awareness a daily practice, you will gain greater emotional strength, develop healthier relationships, and unlock your full potential. Chapter 3. Reframing negative thoughts. Your thoughts shape your emotions, and your emotions shape your reality. If your mind is filled with negativity, doubt, and fear, your emotions will follow, leading to stress, anxiety, and frustration. However, by learning to reframe negative thoughts, you can shift your mindset, improve your emotional well-being, and take control of your life. Reframing is the practice of changing the way you interpret situations, allowing you to replace disempowering thoughts with more constructive and empowering ones. One of the most effective ways to reframe negative thoughts is by challenging their validity. Often, our negative thoughts are based on assumptions, worst-case scenarios, or past experiences rather than actual facts. For example, if you fail at something, your mind might immediately tell you, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed." Instead of accepting these thoughts as truth, question them. Ask yourself, is this thought based on facts or emotions? Have I ever succeeded before? What can I learn from this experience? By doing this, you break the cycle of negative thinking and open the door to a more rational, optimistic perspective. Another powerful technique is shifting from a victim mindset to a growth mindset. Negative thoughts often stem from a belief that life is happening to you rather than for you. When you adopt a growth mindset, you see challenges as opportunities for learning rather than obstacles meant to defeat you. Instead of thinking, "This is unfair, and I can't do anything about it," shift to, "This is a challenge, but I can find a solution and grow from it." This change in perspective can dramatically improve your resilience, motivation, and emotional strength. Practicing gratitude is another effective way to reframe negativity. When you focus on what you lack, you reinforce feelings of frustration and dissatisfaction. However, when you consciously shift your focus to what you do have, you create a positive mental state. Every time you catch yourself dwelling on something negative, take a moment to think of 3 things you are grateful for. This simple practice helps rewire your brain to focus on the positive, reducing stress and increasing overall happiness. Reframing negative thoughts is a skill that requires practice, but the benefits are life-changing. The more you train your mind to find empowering perspectives, the less control negativity will have over you. Instead of being weighed down by doubt and fear, you will develop the ability to stay calm, resilient, and solution-focused, no matter what challenges arise. By mastering the art of reframing, you take charge of your thoughts, emotions, and ultimately, your life. Chapter 4. Building emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks, adapt to challenges, and maintain inner strength even in difficult times. Life is full of uncertainties, and no one is immune to hardships, failures, or emotional pain. However, what sets emotionally strong individuals apart is their ability to handle these situations without letting them break them. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about developing the mental and emotional strength to navigate them with confidence and stability. One of the key aspects of building resilience is changing your perspective on failure and adversity. Instead of seeing setbacks as signs of defeat, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Every challenge holds a lesson, and the more you embrace difficulties as part of your journey, the stronger and wiser you become. When faced with a tough situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me better? By shifting your mindset in this way, you stop seeing challenges as roadblocks and start seeing them as stepping stones to success. Another essential factor in resilience is developing healthy coping mechanisms. Many people resort to unhealthy habits like avoidance, excessive worrying, or destructive behaviors when faced with stress. However, Emotionally resilient people use productive coping strategies such as mindfulness, exercise, deep breathing, and talking to a trusted friend or mentor. These techniques allow them to process emotions effectively rather than suppressing or being overwhelmed by them. The key is to find coping mechanisms that work for you and integrate them into your daily routine to build long-term emotional stability. Maintaining strong emotional boundaries also plays a crucial role in resilience. People who lack boundaries often absorb the negativity of others, take on unnecessary burdens, and allow external circumstances to dictate their emotions. Resilient individuals, on the other hand, know when to protect their energy. They recognize that they cannot control everything, but they can control how they respond. This means saying no when necessary, surrounding themselves with supportive people, and prioritizing their mental and emotional well-being. Setting boundaries helps you conserve energy and stay focused on what truly matters. Finally, resilience is strengthened through self-care and self-compassion. Taking care of your physical and emotional needs ensures that you have the energy and mental clarity to handle life's challenges. This includes getting enough rest, eating well, exercising, and engaging in activities that bring you joy. Additionally, practicing self-compassion, being kind to yourself in difficult moments, helps you maintain emotional balance. Instead of criticizing yourself for setbacks, remind yourself that struggles are part of the human experience, and you have the strength to overcome them. The more you practice resilience, the more unshakable you become in the face of adversity. Chapter 5 Reframe. Practicing mindfulness for emotional control. Mindfulness is one of the most powerful tools for gaining control over your emotions. It is the practice of being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Many people live on autopilot, reacting impulsively to situations based on past experiences or future worries. Mindfulness helps you break free from this cycle by allowing you to observe your emotions objectively rather than being controlled by them. When you develop mindfulness, you gain the ability to pause, assess, and respond intentionally instead of reacting out of habit or stress. One of the key benefits of mindfulness is its ability to reduce emotional reactivity. When you are mindful, you become aware of your emotional triggers before they take over. For example, instead of instantly becoming angry when someone criticizes you, mindfulness allows you to recognize the initial frustration and choose how to respond. This shift in awareness prevents impulsive reactions, helping you maintain control over your emotions even in challenging situations. The more mindful you are, the easier it becomes to stay calm, centered, and emotionally balanced. A simple yet effective way to practice mindfulness is through deep breathing exercises. When emotions run high, your body often responds with tension, rapid breathing, and increased heart rate. By consciously slowing down your breath, you activate the body's relaxation response, signaling to your brain that you are in control. A common technique is the 4-7-8 breathing method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. This practice instantly calms your nervous system, helping you regain emotional stability. The more you integrate mindful breathing into your daily life, the more resilient you become in handling stress and strong emotions. Another valuable mindfulness practice is observing your thoughts without attachment. Instead of getting lost in negative thinking, mindfulness teaches you to see thoughts as passing clouds rather than absolute truths. When you notice a negative thought arising, instead of engaging with it, simply acknowledge it and let it go. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," rather than believing it, recognize it as just a thought and replace it with a more empowering one. This ability to detach from negative thinking patterns is key to emotional strength and self-mastery. Finally, incorporating mindfulness into your daily life doesn't have to be complicated. Simple activities like mindful walking, eating, or even listening to music with full attention can train your mind to stay present. The goal is to bring awareness to your daily experiences rather than letting your mind wander into unnecessary stress or worry. Over time, practicing mindfulness will help you cultivate emotional intelligence, strengthen self-control, and improve your overall well-being. The more present you become, the more power you have over your emotions, allowing you to navigate life with greater peace and confidence. Chapter 6: The role of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, EQ, is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, while also being able to navigate the emotions of others. It plays a crucial role in building strong relationships, making better decisions, and maintaining inner peace. Unlike IQ, which is fixed, emotional intelligence can be developed and strengthened over time. The more you enhance your EQ, the more control you have over your reactions, thoughts, and interactions with others, leading to greater emotional stability and overall success in life. One of the key components of emotional intelligence is self-awareness, which means understanding your emotions and how they influence your behavior. When you are self-aware, you can recognize emotional triggers and patterns that may lead to irrational decisions. For example, if you know that stress causes you to react impatiently, you can prepare yourself to handle tense situations more calmly. Self-awareness allows you to take a step back and assess your emotions objectively, giving you the power to choose how you respond rather than acting impulsively. Another critical aspect of EQ is self-regulation, or the ability to control your emotional impulses. People with strong self-regulation don't allow negative emotions like anger, frustration, or fear to dictate their actions. Instead, they use techniques such as deep breathing, reframing thoughts, or pausing before reacting to maintain their composure. Developing self-regulation helps you stay calm under pressure, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and make rational decisions rather than emotionally driven ones. This ability to manage emotions effectively leads to greater confidence and resilience in everyday life. Empathy is another essential part of emotional intelligence, as it allows you to understand and connect with others on a deeper level. When you are empathetic, you can recognize the emotions of those around you and respond with compassion rather than judgment. This strengthens your personal and professional relationships, making it easier to resolve conflicts, build trust, and create meaningful connections. Empathy also helps you navigate difficult conversations with greater understanding, making you a more effective communicator and leader. Lastly, social skills play a vital role in emotional intelligence, helping you manage relationships effectively. Strong social skills enable you to communicate clearly, listen actively, and influence others in a positive way. Whether in the workplace, at home, or in social settings, the ability to handle interpersonal relationships with emotional intelligence leads to better cooperation, teamwork, and overall harmony. By developing your emotional intelligence, you gain the power to not only master your emotions, but also inspire and uplift those around you, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and balanced life. Chapter 7 True. Managing stress effectively. Stress is an inevitable part of life, but how you handle it determines whether it controls you or you control it. Many people allow stress to overwhelm them, leading to anxiety, burnout, and emotional instability. However, emotionally strong individuals know how to manage stress effectively, ensuring it does not take over their lives. Learning to control stress is not about eliminating challenges, but about developing the right mindset and strategies to navigate them with resilience and clarity. One of the most effective ways to manage stress is by identifying its root cause. Stress often arises from uncertainty, unrealistic expectations, or a lack of control over a situation. Instead of allowing stress to build up, take a step back and ask yourself, what is causing my stress? Is this something I can control? If it's within your control, take action to address it. If not, practice acceptance and focus on what you can influence. Shifting your focus from worry to problem solving reduces the emotional burden of stress and empowers you to handle situations more effectively. Another powerful technique for stress management is prioritization and time management. A significant source of stress comes from feeling overwhelmed by too many responsibilities. Instead of trying to do everything at once, prioritize your tasks based on urgency and importance. Break large tasks into smaller, manageable steps and tackle them one at a time. Learning to say no to unnecessary commitments and delegating tasks when possible can also prevent stress from piling up. By organizing your life and setting realistic expectations, you create a sense of order that reduces stress and enhances productivity. Practicing relaxation techniques is another essential strategy for managing stress. Deep breathing exercises, meditation, and physical activities like yoga or walking can help calm your nervous system and bring your mind back to a state of balance. When you're feeling overwhelmed, taking just a few minutes to focus on your breath or engage in a calming activity can make a significant difference. The more you incorporate relaxation techniques into your routine, the better equipped you'll be to handle stress when it arises. Lastly, having a strong support system is crucial for stress management. Talking to a trusted friend, mentor, or family member about your stress can provide emotional relief and new perspectives. Surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people helps you feel understood and less alone in your struggles. Additionally, practicing self-care, such as getting enough rest, eating well, and engaging in activities you enjoy, ensures that you have the physical and mental energy to cope with stress effectively. By implementing these strategies, you can transform stress from a burden into a manageable part of life, allowing you to maintain emotional strength and resilience. Chapter 8.2. Mastering the art of patience. Patience is a fundamental trait of emotionally strong individuals. It allows you to remain calm and composed in the face of challenges, delays, and frustrations. In a world that promotes instant gratification, developing patience can be difficult, but it is essential for achieving long-term success and emotional balance. Patience is not just about waiting. It's about maintaining a positive attitude while waiting and understanding that great things take time. Mastering patience helps you handle stress better, make wiser decisions, and build stronger relationships. One of the key aspects of patience is learning to delay gratification. Many people struggle with impulse control, making decisions based on short-term emotions rather than long-term benefits. This often leads to frustration, regret, or unnecessary stress. When you develop patience, you train yourself to think beyond the immediate moment. For example, instead of reacting impulsively to an emotional situation, take a deep breath and assess the bigger picture. This shift in mindset allows you to make more rational and effective choices, ultimately leading to better outcomes. Another essential part of patience is managing expectations. Often, frustration arises when reality does not match your expectations. If you expect things to happen quickly or people to behave in a certain way, you may feel disappointed when they don't. Emotionally strong people understand that not everything is within their control and that good things take time. Instead of resisting reality, they accept it and adjust their expectations accordingly. By embracing flexibility and understanding that setbacks and delays are a natural part of life, you reduce unnecessary stress and frustration. Practicing mindfulness and presence is another powerful way to cultivate patience. Many people become impatient because they are too focused on the future or the past, rather than fully experiencing the present moment. Mindfulness teaches you to slow down and appreciate where you are right now, rather than rushing through life. Whether you are stuck in traffic, waiting for an opportunity, or dealing with a difficult situation, mindfulness helps you stay calm and centered. The more present you are, the more control you have over your emotions, making it easier to exercise patience in any situation. Finally, building patience requires consistent practice and self-awareness. Like any skill, patience strengthens the more you use it. Start by identifying situations that trigger impatience and consciously work on responding with calmness and understanding. Practice small acts of patience, such as waiting without frustration in long lines, listening without interrupting, or giving yourself time to learn something new without feeling rushed. Over time, patience becomes a natural part of your character, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with grace and emotional strength. Chapter 9 Tree. How to handle criticism. Without losing control, criticism is an inevitable part of life. But how you handle it determines whether it helps you grow or holds you back. Emotionally strong individuals do not let criticism shake their confidence or trigger negative emotions. Instead, they use it as an opportunity to learn, improve, and refine their skills. The key to mastering criticism is shifting your mindset, seeing it as feedback rather than a personal attack. When you detach your emotions from criticism, you gain the power to respond with clarity and confidence, rather than reacting impulsively. One of the first steps in handling criticism is understanding the source and intent. Not all criticism is valid, and not all critics have your best interests at heart. Constructive criticism is meant to help you grow, while destructive criticism is often rooted in negativity, jealousy, or misunderstanding. Before reacting, ask yourself, is this feedback coming from someone who genuinely wants to help me? Is there truth in what they are saying? If the criticism is constructive, embrace it as a tool for self-improvement. If it is baseless or mean-spirited, do not let it affect your self-worth. Learning to separate your emotions from the message is crucial in handling criticism effectively. Many people take criticism personally, allowing it to damage their self-esteem. However, emotionally strong individuals recognize that feedback is about their actions or performance, not their identity. Instead of feeling defensive, view criticism as an objective assessment that can help you improve. Take a deep breath, stay calm, and focus on the facts rather than letting emotions take over. When you control your response, you maintain your power and dignity. A practical approach to dealing with criticism is asking questions and seeking clarity. If someone critiques your work or actions, instead of reacting negatively, respond with curiosity. Ask, "What specifically do you think I could improve? Can you give me an example?" This approach not only shows maturity, but also helps you extract valuable insights from the feedback. By engaging in a constructive conversation, you turn criticism into a learning opportunity rather than an emotional setback. Finally, use criticism as motivation to improve. The most successful people in the world have faced criticism, yet they did not let it stop them. Instead of dwelling on negative comments, focus on using them to refine your skills, strengthen your mindset, and push yourself further. When you develop the ability to take criticism without losing control, you gain an unshakable confidence that allows you to grow, succeed, and handle any challenge with grace and resilience. Chapter 10: Strengthening Your Mental Toughness. Mental toughness is the ability to stay focused, resilient, and determined despite challenges, setbacks, and adversity. It is what separates those who push through difficulties from those who give up when faced with obstacles. Emotionally strong individuals cultivate mental toughness by training their minds to embrace discomfort, take control of their emotions, and stay committed to their goals. The stronger your mental resilience, the better you can handle stress, criticism, and uncertainty without losing confidence or motivation. One of the key aspects of mental toughness is developing a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe that skills, intelligence, and abilities can be improved with effort and persistence. Instead of seeing failures as permanent, they view them as learning experiences. When faced with challenges, they ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I improve?" By shifting your mindset from fear of failure to a mindset of continuous growth, you build the resilience needed to push through setbacks and keep progressing towards success. Another critical element of mental toughness is embracing discomfort and adversity. Many people shy away from difficult situations because they fear pain, rejection, or hardship. However, those with strong mental resilience understand that discomfort is a necessary part of growth. Instead of avoiding tough situations, they willingly face them head on. Whether it's taking risks, having difficult conversations, or pushing past fears, mentally tough individuals recognize that struggle is what builds strength. The more you expose yourself to challenges, the more resilient you become. Controlling emotions under pressure is another essential skill in strengthening mental toughness. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected problems will arise. The key is not to let emotions dictate your actions. Mentally strong people practice emotional regulation, techniques such as deep breathing, reframing negative thoughts, and focusing on solutions rather than problems. They do not allow stress, fear, or frustration to cloud their judgment. By staying calm under pressure, you gain clarity, make better decisions, and remain in control no matter what life throws your way. Finally, mental toughness is built through discipline and consistency. It is not something you develop overnight, but rather a skill that strengthens over time through daily habits and challenges. Pushing yourself to stay committed even when you don't feel like it, following through on your goals despite obstacles, and maintaining a strong work ethic are all ways to build resilience. The more you train your mind to stay focused and disciplined, the stronger and more emotionally unshakable you become. By strengthening your mental toughness, you gain the power to handle any challenge, stay committed to your goals, and create a life of resilience and success. Chapter 11. Letting go of past. Holding on to past emotional pain can weigh you down and prevent you from moving forward in life. Whether it's past failures, heartbreaks, or betrayals, carrying emotional baggage keeps you stuck in negative cycles of thought and emotion. Emotionally strong individuals recognize that healing comes from letting go, not from holding on to pain. Releasing past wounds allows you to reclaim your peace, refocus your energy on the present, and build a future free from emotional burdens. One of the first steps in letting go is acknowledging and accepting your pain. Many people suppress their emotions, thinking that ignoring them will make them disappear. However, buried pain only resurfaces in different ways, such as anger, anxiety, or self-doubt. Instead of avoiding your feelings, allow yourself to process them. Journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or seeking therapy can help you confront and understand your emotions. By accepting that pain is part of your journey, you take the first step toward emotional freedom. Another key to releasing past pain is forgiveness. Not just for others, but for yourself. Many people hold on to resentment, believing that it protects them from future hurt. However, resentment only keeps you trapped in negative emotions. Forgiveness does not mean excusing someone's actions. It means freeing yourself from the emotional burden of holding on to anger. Similarly, if you are carrying guilt or regret, practice self-forgiveness. Understand that mistakes are part of growth, and the best way to make peace with the past is to learn from it and move forward. Reframing your perspective on past experiences is another powerful way to let go. Instead of seeing your pain as something that defines you, view it as something that strengthened you. Ask yourself, what did this experience teach me? How has it made me wiser or more resilient? When you shift your perspective from victimhood to empowerment, you regain control over your emotions. Every challenge you've faced has contributed to your personal growth, and recognizing this allows you to release negativity and focus on becoming stronger. Finally, focus on the present and the future rather than dwelling on the past. The past cannot be changed, but your present and future are in your hands. Engage in activities that bring you joy, surround yourself with supportive people, and set new goals that inspire you. Practicing mindfulness and gratitude can also help you stay anchored in the present, making it easier to let go of past pain. By choosing to move forward, you open yourself to new opportunities, healthier relationships, and a life free from emotional baggage. Chapter 12. Developing healthy coping mechanisms. Life is full of challenges, and how you cope with stress, disappointment, and emotional pain determines your overall well-being. Many people turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms like avoidance, substance abuse, or emotional outbursts, which only provide temporary relief and often worsen the situation. Emotionally strong individuals, however, develop healthy ways to manage difficulties, allowing them to stay in control and navigate life with resilience. Building strong coping mechanisms ensures that you can handle adversity without being overwhelmed by negative emotions. One of the most effective coping strategies is practicing emotional regulation. Instead of reacting impulsively to stressful situations, take a step back and assess your emotions. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and mindfulness help you calm your nervous system and think more clearly. When faced with a difficult moment, ask yourself, What is the best way to respond to this? Learning to pause and regulate your emotions prevents unnecessary stress and helps you make rational decisions instead of emotionally charged ones. Another essential coping mechanism is engaging in physical activity. Exercise is a powerful tool for managing stress, anxiety, and negative emotions. Physical movement releases endorphins, which improve your mood and reduce tension. Whether it's running, yoga, weightlifting, or even a simple walk, regular physical activity helps you release pent-up energy and clear your mind. Emotionally strong people use movement as a way to reset, recharge, and keep their emotions in balance. Seeking social support is another vital way to cope with emotional challenges. Many people try to handle everything on their own, but having a support system can make a significant difference. Talking to a trusted friend, family member, or mentor can provide you with perspective, encouragement, and emotional relief. Expressing your feelings rather than suppressing them helps you process emotions in a healthy way. Surround yourself with positive and understanding individuals who can help you stay grounded during difficult times. Lastly, developing productive outlets for emotions ensures long-term emotional strength. Creative activities such as writing, painting, playing music, or engaging in hobbies provide a constructive way to channel emotions. Practicing gratitude, journaling, and setting goals also shift your focus from negativity to growth. The key is to find healthy habits that allow you to process emotions without self-destructive behaviors. By consistently using positive coping strategies, you build emotional resilience, allowing you to face challenges with confidence and stability. Chapter 13: Overcoming Fear and Anxiety. Fear and anxiety are natural responses to uncertainty and perceived threats, but they can become crippling if left unchecked. Many people allow fear to dictate their decisions, keeping them stuck in their comfort zones and preventing them from pursuing their goals. Emotionally strong individuals, however, learn to face fear head-on and manage anxiety effectively. By shifting your perspective and developing practical strategies, you can take control of your fears and move forward with confidence. One of the most effective ways to overcome fear is identifying and understanding its root cause. Ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of? Why does this fear exist? Often, fear is based on past experiences, societal conditioning, or irrational beliefs. When you analyze your fears, you gain clarity and realize that many of them are exaggerated or unfounded. Once you understand the cause, you can challenge your fear by questioning whether it is logical and finding evidence that disproves it. Exposure to fear in small, controlled steps is another powerful technique. Avoiding fear only strengthens it, while facing it gradually weakens its hold on you. If you fear public speaking, start by speaking in front of a small group. Then slowly build up to larger audiences. If you fear failure, take small risks to build confidence. The more you expose yourself to what scares you, the more you train your mind to handle it. Over time, fear loses its intensity, and you become more comfortable stepping outside your comfort zone. Practicing mindfulness and relaxation techniques helps you manage anxiety in the moment. Anxiety often arises from overthinking the future and imagining worst-case scenarios. By focusing on the present through deep breathing, meditation, or grounding exercises, you can calm your nervous system and regain control over your thoughts. When you feel anxious, take slow, deep breaths and remind yourself that you are in control. Developing a daily mindfulness practice helps you build resilience against anxiety over time. Finally, replace fear with action. Fear thrives on hesitation. But when you take action despite feeling afraid, you build confidence and momentum. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward despite it. Instead of dwelling on what could go wrong, focus on what you can do right now to make progress. The more you take action, the more you realize that fear is often an illusion, something that fades as you push forward. By training your mind to act instead of overthink, you become stronger, more confident, and more in control of your emotions. Chapter 14. The importance of emotional boundaries. Emotional boundaries are essential for maintaining mental and emotional well-being. They define the limits you set for yourself in relationships, work, and personal life to protect your energy and emotional health. Without boundaries, people may take advantage of you, drain your energy, or influence your emotions in negative ways. Emotionally strong individuals recognize the importance of setting and enforcing boundaries to maintain control over their feelings and avoid unnecessary stress. One of the first steps in establishing emotional boundaries is understanding your personal limits. Ask yourself, what makes me feel drained? What situations make me uncomfortable? Identifying these triggers helps you recognize when your boundaries are being crossed. It's important to be honest with yourself about what you are willing to tolerate and what you are not. Once you have clarity, you can communicate your boundaries with confidence and without guilt. Learning to say no is a crucial skill in maintaining emotional boundaries. Many people struggle with saying no because they fear rejection or want to please others. However, constantly saying yes to things that drain you leads to burnout and resentment. Saying no does not mean being rude or selfish. It means prioritizing your well-being. When you set firm boundaries, you teach others how to treat you with respect, while ensuring that your emotional energy is preserved for things that truly matter. Protecting your emotional space also means limiting exposure to toxic people and situations. If someone consistently drains your energy, manipulates you, or disrespects your boundaries, it is important to create distance. This might mean limiting conversations, cutting ties, or redefining your relationship with them. Surrounding yourself with supportive and uplifting people helps you maintain a positive emotional state and prevents unnecessary stress or negativity from affecting your mental health. Finally, reinforcing your boundaries with consistency is key to making them effective. If you set a boundary but allow people to repeatedly cross it, they will not take it seriously. Stand firm in your decisions and communicate your limits clearly. If someone disregards your boundaries, remind them of your expectations and take necessary action to uphold them. Over time, setting and enforcing strong emotional boundaries will empower you to protect your mental health, strengthen your self-respect, and cultivate healthier relationships. Chapter 15. Using gratitude to shift your emotions. Gratitude is a powerful tool for transforming your emotions and mindset. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you naturally shift from negativity to positivity. Many people let stress, disappointment, and frustration control their emotions. But emotionally strong individuals use gratitude to reframe their perspective. By actively practicing gratitude, you can reduce anxiety, improve your mood, and build emotional resilience. One of the best ways to cultivate gratitude is keeping a daily gratitude journal. Each day, write down at least 3 things you are grateful for, no matter how small. This practice helps train your brain to focus on the positive aspects of life instead of dwelling on problems. Over time, gratitude rewires your mind to recognize abundance rather than scarcity, making it easier to manage difficult emotions and see challenges as opportunities for growth. Expressing gratitude to others also enhances emotional well-being. When you appreciate people, whether by saying thank you, writing a note, or acknowledging their kindness, you not only strengthen your relationships, but also experience a boost in your own happiness. Studies have shown that acts of gratitude increase serotonin and dopamine levels in the brain, which contribute to a more positive emotional state. The more you show appreciation, the more joy and connection you invite into your life. Another powerful way to use gratitude is shifting your perspective during difficult situations. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this situation make me stronger? Every challenge carries a lesson, and finding gratitude in adversity allows you to maintain emotional balance. Even in tough times, there is always something to be thankful for. Whether it's the support of loved ones, personal growth, or simply the opportunity to try again. Finally, gratitude helps break the cycle of negative emotions by anchoring you in the present moment. When you feel stressed, overwhelmed, or frustrated, take a step back and consciously reflect on the things you appreciate. This simple shift in focus helps calm your mind and prevents negative emotions from taking control. The more you practice gratitude, the more you strengthen your emotional resilience, allowing you to navigate life with a greater sense of peace, happiness, and inner strength. Chapter 16 Truth. Controlling anger before it controls you. Anger is a natural emotion, but if left unchecked, it can be destructive. Many people struggle with controlling their anger, leading to regretful actions, damaged relationships, and unnecessary stress. Emotionally strong individuals, however, recognize that anger is a signal, not a solution. Instead of letting it take control, they learn to manage it effectively. By mastering anger control, you can respond to challenges with clarity and maintain emotional balance. One of the most effective ways to control anger is practicing self-awareness. Before anger escalates, take a moment to identify its triggers. Ask yourself, what exactly is making me angry? Is my reaction justified? Often, anger is linked to deeper frustrations, such as feeling unheard, disrespected, or overwhelmed. By recognizing these triggers, you can address the root cause rather than reacting impulsively. Self-awareness allows you to pause, reflect, and choose a more constructive response. Using relaxation techniques can also help diffuse anger before it becomes overwhelming. Deep breathing, counting to 10, or taking a short walk can provide the mental space needed to regain control. Physical movement, such as stretching or exercising, helps release built-up tension and restores emotional balance. When anger rises, focus on calming yourself first, before responding. This simple habit prevents unnecessary conflict and ensures you remain in control of your emotions. Shifting your perspective is another powerful strategy for managing anger. Instead of immediately reacting, ask yourself, will this matter in a day, a week, or a year? Many situations that trigger anger are temporary or insignificant in the bigger picture. Viewing the situation from a broader perspective helps reduce the intensity of your emotional response. Additionally, practicing empathy, considering the other person's point of view, can help you respond with understanding rather than hostility. Finally, channel your anger into positive action. Instead of letting anger lead to destructive behavior, use it as motivation to solve problems, set boundaries, or improve situations. If something upsets you, find a constructive way to address it, whether through honest communication, problem solving, or personal growth. Emotionally strong individuals don't let anger dictate their actions. They use it as a tool for change. By mastering anger control, you gain the ability to navigate conflicts calmly, make better decisions, and maintain strong relationships. Chapter 17 Crew. How to stay calm under pressure. Staying calm under pressure is a skill that separates emotionally strong individuals from those who easily break down in stressful situations. When faced with challenges, pressure, or unexpected problems, many people react with panic, frustration, or anxiety. However, maintaining composure allows you to think clearly, make better decisions, and handle situations with confidence. By developing strategies to stay calm, you can navigate high-pressure moments with control and resilience. One of the most effective ways to remain calm under pressure is controlling your breathing. When stress levels rise, the body's natural response is to breathe faster and shallower, which increases anxiety. By practicing deep breathing techniques, such as inhaling slowly for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, and exhaling for 4 seconds, you activate the body's relaxation response. This simple habit helps regulate emotions, slow down racing thoughts, and bring clarity to your mind. Reframing the situation is another powerful method for staying calm. Instead of viewing pressure as a threat, see it as an opportunity to grow. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I turn this challenge into a positive experience? Many of the most successful people thrive under pressure because they shift their perspective. They see obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. By changing how you view high-pressure situations, you develop the mindset needed to handle them with confidence. Practicing preparation and visualization can also help you remain calm when faced with stressful situations. If you know a high-pressure moment is coming, such as a presentation, exam, or difficult conversation, prepare in advance and visualize yourself handling it successfully. When you mentally rehearse staying calm and performing well, your brain becomes more familiar with the situation, making it easier to stay composed when it actually happens. Preparation eliminates uncertainty, and confidence grows when you know you are ready. Finally, developing a strong sense of self-trust is essential for staying calm under pressure. Remind yourself that you have handled difficulties before and that you are capable of overcoming challenges. Instead of doubting yourself, focus on solutions and take one step at a time. Trusting your ability to adapt and handle problems reduces stress and increases your ability to stay level-headed. The more you train yourself to stay calm in difficult situations, the more control you gain over your emotions, allowing you to navigate life's pressures with strength and ease. Chapter 18 Twin. The Science of Positive Thinking. Positive thinking is more than just an optimistic mindset. It is a scientifically backed approach to improving emotional strength, mental resilience, and overall well-being. Studies in neuroscience and psychology have shown that positive thinking rewires the brain, reducing stress and increasing happiness. When you train yourself to focus on solutions rather than problems, you build emotional strength that helps you handle life's challenges with confidence and ease. One of the key scientific principles behind positive thinking is neuroplasticity, which refers to the brain's ability to rewire itself based on repeated thought patterns. When you constantly focus on negativity, your brain strengthens those neural pathways, making it easier to feel stressed or anxious. However, when you consciously shift your thoughts toward gratitude, optimism, and possibilities, your brain begins forming new, more positive pathways. This shift improves your ability to manage emotions and maintain a calm, solution-focused mindset. Positive thinking also directly impacts physical health. Studies show that optimistic individuals have lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, stronger immune systems, and a lower risk of heart disease. When you focus on the positive aspects of life, your body responds by reducing stress, improving sleep quality, and increasing overall energy. This mind-body connection demonstrates that staying positive is not just about feeling good. It actively enhances your health and longevity. A powerful way to cultivate positive thinking is by challenging negative thoughts and replacing them with empowering beliefs. When a negative thought arises, ask yourself, is this thought true? Does it serve me? Most of the time, negative thoughts are based on fear, self-doubt, or past experiences rather than reality. By questioning them and intentionally replacing them with affirmations or constructive thoughts, you shift your mindset toward a more positive outlook. Over time, this practice strengthens emotional resilience and reduces unnecessary stress. Finally, surrounding yourself with positivity reinforces a strong mindset. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and your daily habits all influence your thought patterns. Surround yourself with uplifting individuals, read inspiring books, and engage in activities that bring you joy. The more you feed your mind with positive input, the stronger your emotional foundation becomes. By practicing positive thinking daily, you take control of your emotions, increase your mental strength, and create a life filled with greater happiness and success. Chapter 19. Becoming the master of your emotions. Mastering your emotions is the key to living a balanced, successful, and fulfilling life. Instead of being controlled by emotional reactions, emotionally strong individuals take charge of their feelings, ensuring that their responses align with their goals and values. This level of emotional mastery does not mean suppressing emotions. It means understanding them, processing them effectively, and responding in a way that empowers you rather than weakens you. When you learn to control your emotions, you gain the ability to navigate life with clarity, confidence, and inner peace. One of the first steps to mastering your emotions is becoming deeply aware of your emotional triggers. Ask yourself, what situations or people tend to provoke strong emotional reactions in me? By identifying these triggers, you can prepare yourself in advance, making it easier to choose a calm and rational response, rather than reacting impulsively. Emotional awareness allows you to recognize patterns, giving you the power to break free from automatic emotional reactions that do not serve you. Practicing emotional regulation techniques is essential for staying in control. When faced with intense emotions, such as anger, anxiety, or frustration, pause before reacting. Take deep breaths. Count to 10 or shift your focus to a calming thought. Journaling or talking to a trusted friend can also help you process emotions healthily. The goal is to acknowledge your feelings without letting them dictate your actions. Over time, emotional regulation strengthens your ability to stay composed and make better decisions, even in stressful situations. Another powerful strategy for mastering emotions is choosing your perspective wisely. Your emotions are often shaped by the way you interpret events. Instead of seeing challenges as failures, reframe them as opportunities to learn and grow. Instead of taking criticism personally, view it as valuable feedback for improvement. By shifting your perspective, you gain control over how emotions affect you, allowing you to respond with wisdom rather than impulsivity. Ultimately, emotional mastery is about aligning your emotions with your long-term success and happiness. The strongest individuals are not those who never feel negative emotions, but those who know how to process them without being consumed by them. By consistently practicing self-awareness, emotional regulation, and perspective shifts, you develop unshakable emotional strength. When you become the master of your emotions, you gain the power to create the life you desire. One driven by purpose, clarity, and resilience. Conclusion. The path to emotional strength. Emotional strength is not something you are born with. It is something you build, refine, and master over time. Throughout this book, you have explored the key strategies for taking control of your emotions, from self-awareness and resilience to positive thinking and emotional intelligence. Each chapter has provided valuable insights and practical techniques to help you become emotionally strong and unshakable in the face of life's challenges. The true test of emotional mastery is not avoiding difficulties, but learning how to navigate them with confidence, clarity, and composure. The journey to emotional strength begins with self-awareness. By recognizing your emotional triggers, shifting your perspective, and practicing emotional regulation, you create a foundation for inner stability. Instead of being controlled by anger, fear, or stress, you develop the power to respond intentionally, rather than react impulsively. This ability allows you to make better decisions, build stronger relationships, and create a life that aligns with your highest potential. One of the most important lessons of emotional mastery is understanding that you have control over how you interpret and respond to situations. Life will always bring obstacles, criticism, and uncertainty, but your emotional strength determines how these experiences shape you. By developing patience, gratitude, and mental toughness, you transform every challenge into an opportunity for growth. Emotional strength is not about suppressing emotions, but about guiding them in a way that empowers you rather than weakens you. As you move forward, remember that emotional mastery is a lifelong practice. Some days will be easier than others, but each step you take toward controlling your emotions strengthens your ability to live with greater peace, confidence, and resilience. Apply the strategies in this book consistently, and over time, you will notice a profound shift in how you handle stress, conflict, and setbacks. You will no longer be a prisoner of your emotions. Instead, you will be in complete control of your thoughts, actions, and reactions. Ultimately, becoming emotionally strong is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. When you master your emotions, you unlock the ability to create a life filled with success, fulfillment, and inner peace. You are now equipped with the tools and knowledge to take charge of your emotions and shape your reality. The next step is to put these principles into action, because true transformation happens not just through understanding, but through consistent practice. Now, it's time to step into your power and become the master of your emotions.